Hi, I am Dr. Priyadarshini, consultant in obstetrics and gynecology. I am here to enlighten you about polycystic ovarian syndrome. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is a metabolic syndrome characterized by hyperandrogenic features like excessive hair growth and acne, infertility related issues, irregular menses, and other metabolic disorders which is constituted by hypertension, diabetes, and obesity. Coming to know about what are the symptoms of polycystic ovarian syndrome. It can range from adolescence to even menopausal state of women. Adolescents, most often they complain of irregular menstruation, weight gain, acne, and excessive hair growth. So coming to reproductive age group women, mainly between 15 to 45 years of age, most often they complain with weight gain, excessive hair growth, acne, irregular menstruation, and fertility concerns. What are these? Why all this happens? Why polycystic ovarian syndrome? How does it happen? What's the cause? Most often it's genetically linked. It's not in anybody's control. How they show up the symptoms, that depends on the lifestyle modification or lifestyle what the people have. Most often the symptoms are shown after the person starts gaining weight. So that is why most specific way of addressing polycystic ovarian syndrome is by lifestyle modification. How do you diagnose polycystic ovarian syndrome? Most often it's diagnosed by by the symptoms as well as the blood tests. What are the blood tests? Mainly the hypertestosterone level, increased testosterone level in blood, along with the syndromes like excessive hair growth or irregular menses or fertility concerns. We call it oligomenorrhea, where they have irregular menstruation. Most often, a normal lady should have at least 12 menses per year. In irregular menses, polycystic ovarian syndrome, they have less than 3 to 4 cycles per year, or sometimes 6 to 8 cycles. So at least people should have 3 cycles per year. If they're having less than 3 cycles per year, then they have abnormality wherein endometrial lining of the uterus can grow bigger and they stand at a chance of cancer of the uterus. So coming to adolescent problems, irregular menses, once they start gaining weight, they'll have irregular menses. So weight gain has to be addressed. Most often ladies should have a BMI between 19 to 23, all Indian women. So universally we advise BMI should not be more than 25. What is BMI? BMI is a calculation wherein your weight is taken into consideration and your height in square meters is taken into consideration. So body mass index is an indirect index of your appropriate weight for height. If that crosses 25, most of the problems set in. So polycystic ovarian syndrome, how it can be cured? There is no permanent cure as such for polycystic ovarian syndrome. Lifestyle modification is a major concern. Along with that, regularization of menses with few cycles of oral contraceptive pills for regularization only, and to suppress the endometrial thickening and to suppress the hormonal changes which happen in polycystic ovarian syndrome. How does the metabolic syndrome set in? So they have a high chance of, because of high insulin resistance, they have a high chance of developing diabetes mellitus, that is sugar levels are high because the insulin works as controlling blood sugar level. This is a hormone. If there is insulin resistance, this control is affected. Hence, they have a high chance of developing diabetes mellitus early, hypertension early, and cardiac disorders earlier. To prevent all this onset at an earlier age, we would advise ladies to have a BMI between 19 to 23. Fertility disorders. Most often people who have irregular menses, that is because ovulation which has to happen monthly is not happening right on time. That is why anovulation disorder happens. That is why infertility sets in. There we support the women with ovulation inducing drugs, lifestyle modification, and those who have a still further problem, we suggest infertility IVF treatment for those who are not responding to even ovulation induction drugs. So polycystic ovary can be a standalone feature on ultrasound. Only if standalone feature of ultrasound is there without symptoms, will not be treating polycystic ovary. Only if they are associated with symptoms like irregular menses, fertility issues or metabolic syndromes, then we treat polycystic ovary. Even metformin can be advised in treatment of polycystic ovary, wherein weight gain has to be addressed and menstruation has to be regularized. Even postmenopausal women can have a chance of endometrial cancer because of polycystic ovary being the cause, because of obesity, hypertension, diabetes mellitus. Coming to consideration, normally women should have a healthy diet and have a good exercise capacity. Means daily activity of at least 30 minutes, at least weekly 3 days is recommended for a healthy woman. In polycystic ovary, we would advise a daily 20-minute activity at least 5 times per week. And we would advise a weight reduction. For those who are obese, even if they lose 10% of the body weight what they have gained, 50% of the symptoms get corrected on their own. So that reduces the amount of treatment what they have to get. That is why we stress on lifestyle modification to cure PCOS or to keep it under control as such. So I would advise all women to maintain a healthy lifestyle and a healthy exercise, so that healthy diet and healthy exercise, so that polycystic ovarian syndrome can be kept at bay. The symptoms can be kept at bay and they can have a fit and fine life. Thank you.